Hey dancers, Kendall here from BodyKinect. Today's video we're talking about facial expressions in dance and why it's important to give your facial expressions and show emotion when you're doing a performance. I know it's something that can sometimes feel unnatural, and so I hope today's tips help you connect to the music or the choreography or whatever emotion you're supposed to be feeling when you're on stage. Some of the struggles that a lot of dancers face when it comes to showing emotion are either having complete dead face when they're talking or when they're doing choreography, just no emotion at all, just completely RBF, right? Other times, a lot of dancers have the problem of like overdoing their facials to where it actually takes away from their dance ability. So doing things like, I know I look silly, right? Because it's not good. Doesn't match the context of this video, okay? And then other things that might happen are like holding a lot of tension where like you can tell this dancer is nervous, and instead of doing like a simple reach with their arm, they're doing something like, and you can see that tension in the body. It's changing their movement pattern and their movement quality. So those are some common struggles with a lot of dancers. For me, when I was growing up, I was one of those people that definitely had no expression, and it would be really hard for me to actually smile during my dances and show any kind of emotion. I think that I was concentrating a lot, and when I got on stage, I would always be smiling and performing, but in class, I hated doing facial expressions in class just for practice. I was like, of course I'm going to smile on stage when there's actually people in the audience, but what we don't want to do is just hope that you will be able to smile and show those facial expressions. We do want to be able to practice them. First thing we're going to do is practice some various emotions and see what those movements, or see what those facial expressions, rather. We're not even going to do movement first. Just see what those facial expressions might look like. So let's first start with the emotion happy. How would you show happy on your face? Mine would be like this. Okay, now how would you show, let's just keep it easy. How would you show sadness? Now, how would you show that you're nervous? Okay, now what about being scared? All right, being able to change your emotions on the fly like that is the first step. If you don't know what facial expression might be associated with sadness, then that's where we need to start first. Now let's try to do some harder emotions. So maybe something like embarrassed. Let me think about this one, embarrassed. Okay, I don't know. Maybe that looks different. I don't even know if that looks embarrassed, but I'm trying to like embody the feeling of being embarrassed. Okay, what about kind of like down on yourself, timid, shy? It might look something like where I'm kind of like, I immediately started kind of like caving in, looking down, retreating from the outside world. Now, let's say, what's another emotion? Let's say something like being like shocked or surprised. That might be something like, okay, right? Because it's a happy feeling, and it is also adding an element of surprise behind it. So practicing those different emotions and what those facial expressions might look like. Step number one, I like to start with the easier ones and then get into a little bit harder, a little more nuance. And you can even look at a feelings wheel, and that will give you some ideas for different feelings that you could try out and see how you would embody those in your facial expressions and in your movement. Other acting prompts can be really helpful too. So let's say you have a piece of choreography that is about, I don't know, feeling lonely because your best friend moved away. So understanding what the purpose and what the emotion is behind that choreography, embodying what that might feel, and then translating it into your movement and into your facial expressions. So you might feel lonely, like some sighs, some sadness, some like reaching out and then retreating back. That might change how you do things in the choreography, right? Now, let's say you are so excited that you are getting to dance on stage, or you're so excited that you nailed a triple pirouette, right? That might look more like you are a mixture of like being happy, being surprised, being like really eager. So you might be like reaching out. You might be a little more extroverted. Your movements might be bigger. So it's not just about your facial expressions is what I'm getting at. It's also about how you're doing the movement and your body language for the whole body, not just your face. So testing out different acting prompts can be really helpful as well, and giving your mind a little bit of a storyline to embody. Now we're gonna learn a short piece of choreography, like 2 8 counts, and we're gonna show how it looks like with no emotion and then how it looks with some emotion, okay? So let's see. I'm just making up this choreography on the spot, by the way, okay? So 2 8 counts. I'm gonna start, let's start with feet together, actually. This will be a beginning choreography combo, okay? I'm gonna take my right arm and I'm gonna reach all the way up, and then I'm gonna bring my hand back down, kind of like painting it in front of me. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, down, 3, 4. I'm gonna walk 5, 6, walk 7, 8, okay? Let's start that over. Ready? So I'm going to go reach for 2 and down for 2 and walk for 2 and walk for 2. Okay? That's going to be the first 8 count. After I do that second walk, I'm going to go ball, change. Actually, we'll do ball, change, drag. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do a chasse with my left foot and go 5, 6, and then I'm going to circle 7, except don't lose your balance, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I went a little off camera there for you, but we're going to put it together. So let's do just that second 8 count. So I just walked 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to go stepping with that back leg. Ball change 1, 2, drag 3, 4, chasse 5, 6, drop 7, 8. Okay, we're gonna put all of that together now from the top. All right, putting it all together from the top nice and slow. Ready? 5, 6, actually I start with my feet together. 5, 6, 7, 8, reach 1, 2, paint it down 3, 4, walk 5, 6, walk 7, 8, ball change 1, 2, drag 3, 4, chasse 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, great. So rewind that if you need to. I'm going to show you a couple different movements or a couple different ways that you can do this choreography. First one being showing you no emotion whatsoever. And I'm not going to count for this one either because I want you to just watch my facial expressions, okay? Here we go. Boring. Maybe it wasn't that boring, but now I want to add a little bit of emotion to it. So let's say that the story is something like I am exploring, I'm just making stuff up for this. I'm imagining like I'm exploring for the first time. I'm exploring, I'm like in a garden, I'm feeling the flowers, I'm tracing my hand down, I'm walking into some doors, I'm creating the storyline in my head. So I'm imagining myself in this big space. I'm imagining myself with some scenery. And I'm gonna be more inquisitive. I'm gonna be more in awe. I'm gonna have more of like a soft smile and be a little more, like using my head a bit more, using my senses a bit more. So I'm not giving it a specific emotion, but I want you to see what it looks like to add a bit of scenery and mental imagery into this piece of choreography. Ready? All right. How did that feel and how did that look? Now I want you to try it. Try it with just a straight face first, and then try it with adding some emotion. We could also change up the emotion. We could say that we're gonna be really sad, okay? Let's do it one more time, and let's be really sad and lonely. See how that changes things. Ready? All right. So as you can see, there are a lot of different ways to do this choreography. We can change it up. We can add things. We can take things away. We can change our body language. I'm still doing the choreography to the right counts, but I'm changing slightly the way that I do it. So let me know which emotion is the most comfortable for you to show in your facial expressions and on stage. Let me know if this video helped you. And if you are new to our channel, please subscribe. I post videos every single week about various dance topics, dance technique, and dance science. And I would love to have you join the community. Thank you guys so much.